Good morning, I'm Sonia or La Femme Artur. Welcome to this week's segment of What I Ate Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, April the 8th, and Justice and I are in week number 14 of our challenge to put in 1,000 foot miles across all 50 states in 2017. I am getting ready for breakfast this morning, so I thought I'd share with you what I'm getting ready for. I get lots of questions about how I eat when I'm on the road, so that's where this segment is coming from. Sun is coming up right over there. Those are the Organ Mountains. Desert Peak National Monument is where I am in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And this is my camp stove system. I've selected a spot that is partially shielded from the little bit of breeze we've got, and I am just brewing 32 ounces of hot water for my coffee and my oatmeal. While that's brewing, I have my new luxury item, my French press, set up there with the coffee. This is actually a blend of coffee. It's got that New England hazelnut cream in it, but also some supercharged, high octane, high caffeine coffee mixed in, so it's kind of like a half and half to juice it up a little bit. I've got that, and I've got a second drip system set up here, so I'll actually have 2 cups of coffee. And then for breakfast, I will have peaches and cream instant oatmeal with a banana, some peanut butter, and I'm gonna mix in some of this coconut just for added protein and fiber. A little bit of great fat in that too. Doing a canyon hike today, so I wanted to make sure that we are properly fueled for that. And here we are on Wednesday at the trailhead to Soledad Canyon, looking at somewhere between a 3 and 4 mile hike today, just depending on the route that we choose. I hope that the promise of a waterfall in the canyon at the middle of the hike is as refreshing and beautiful as has been described in the reviews. Got all loaded up for my hike and realized it's about 11:30 and I have not had a snack and don't want to take off on a hike all packed out with nothing to eat. So yeah, I've got blanket, I've got lunch, I've got hammock, I've got riding equipment, I've got my camera. I'm kind of loaded down today, and it's supposed to be an easy hike. Toward the canyon there should be a bit of a steep incline, but not so much difficult. But anywho, so this is my snack, something I can eat on the way. It is a Kashi Go honey pecan baklava bar. Should be sweet and yummy and get me ready for our trek. Well, it was almost 2 miles, 1.9, to get to the waterfall, which was actually a kind of trickle of water that got the rock wet, was about it. But it was a beautiful hike, and we found some shade, and we're gonna stay here for a little bit. So I'm gonna get lunch ready. Let me show you what we've got. So I am a total foodie, and I have been missing my cooking and experimenting and playing around in the kitchen. So I have been looking for fun options to eat on the road. So I found recently that couscous can be prepared on the road without boiling water. All you need is room temperature, even cool water. So I've got a box of tabbouleh there, which is essentially couscous. Those were frozen peas. They're not frozen anymore. And I'm just gonna add water to that couscous, let it sit for about 40 minutes, stir in the peas, and I've got lunch. What do you see, baby? So that's about 2 servings there. I'll eat half of that now, and then I've brought a baggie to take the other half out with me. Just more than 300 calories, so that is fantastic for one of my 4 to 5 meals today. 4 or 5, not fortified. Haha. Couple of suggestions. There are a good number of flies buzzing about here, so I prepared this with my blanket over the top. Of course, the blanket, the bowl, all of that to pack in a backpack is a bit cumbersome. So I could have put the whole thing into a baggie to start with, dry, and then just added the water when I wanted it prepared and consume it right out of the baggie. So that would have saved weight and space in my pack. But because I wanted to show you what I was doing, and I was carrying the blanket anyways, I took the extra time, space, and weight on my back. But I wouldn't suggest doing that, especially if you're overnighting with a pack. Anywho, fantastic, delicious. You prepare it as directed on the package. Just increase the water to 1.5 cups instead of just 1 cup. What I ate Wednesday for lunch on the hike. So we are departing Soledad Canyon after a wonderful, relaxing hour or so here, and just doing a little evaluation on my meal choice for the afternoon. Number 1, I would definitely put all of that in a baggie. I would not have brought all of the packaging and that big silver bowl with me. Number 2, I think that I would have put a tablespoon of olive oil into the water that I would use to prepare the couscous. Number 1, it would have added some fat and some calories, about 120 calories to that meal, and would have lubricated the grain a little bit, but mostly for the added calories. That would have been good for me. That was a very light meal in terms of fat content, and I need a lot of that when I'm hiking. So other than that, I'm happy. My belly's happy and ready for the trek back to camp. So we are taking the road less traveled on our return trip back to the trailhead. The All Trails app does not have this particular trail highlighted, but it's only 0.8 of a mile, so hey, why not? And the difference between a desert environment hike and a wooded environment hike is that it's a lot more difficult to get lost. Even if I lost the trail, I'm just going that way. I think I can find it. Onward. And since it is What I Ate Wednesdays segment, I thought we could play a game of Name That Poop. Seriously, guys, can anyone identify what animal this scat belongs to? If you are the first to correctly identify it in the comments below, I will send you a high-res digital image. Not of the poop, but of an image of your choice. I'd really like to know what kind of animal we're dealing with here. Right, Justice? Let me know. Game on. I have been looking forward to this all day. This is What I Ate Wednesday for dinner. It is a spinach salad. The spinach I dressed with a white wine vinegar with a tarragon sprig in it. It's absolutely fabulous. I've got some Roma tomato that I sprinkled with a generous amount of black pepper and salt. I've got fully cooked bacon in there. You can pick up those packages anywhere. And also some blue cheese that I had in the cooler with my frozen peas earlier. So it's kind of my version of a bacon and blue spinach salad. And I can't wait to dig in. The sun is setting behind me as I conclude this What I Ate Wednesday segment in beautiful Las Cruces, New Mexico. I ended up at 1,624 calories for the day. What I did not video was a large bottle of grapefruit juice in the canyon and 3 cups of coffee that had about a teaspoon of sugar in each of them. My macronutrients were right on for the day, plenty of healthy fats, protein, and complex carbohydrates. I felt satisfied and in fact treated all day long with all of the fresh goodies I had. Love it when I stay close to an area where I can do some shopping and keep some fresh stuff even in 70-80 degree weather. The little cooler really helps, and yeah, it was a great day. Enjoyed the canyon, enjoyed the goodies, enjoyed the food, enjoyed the conversation. And with that, I bid you adieu.